This week's weekly ritual is dedicated to the memory and the music of iconic Monkees guitarist and singer Mike Nesmith, who passed away this week. Rest in peace. What's up, everybody? It's Keefy, and you're watching another edition of the Weekly Ritual, Ghost Cult's news show, right here on YouTube. If you're new to the channel, please like and subscribe. GhostCultMag.com is a small business. With that out of the way, let's get into it.
In case you missed it, features at Ghost Cult.
We kick this week's features off with an awesome chat between our very own Wesley Negron and prog music legend Ross Jennings of Haken. His new solo album is out now. We also chatted with Mark Byrne of the 500. Their recent album, World on Fire, was released earlier this year on Long Branch Records. We also talked to Ben from Khemmis. Their album Deceiver is out now and was one of Ghost Cult's top albums of 2021. It's probably your last day to get gifts out in time for the holidays. Make sure you make it a special one for all your rocker and metalhead friends with our gift guide. You can check it out now at the link below. You can also catch me on the Glacially Musical podcast, Beer, Metal, and Swearing. Every Friday I join host Nick Cameron and we talk about great bands and great albums.
And now, the news rundown.
Just to kick it off, we're going to play some 6 Degrees of Separation for the Torn Festival news. System of a Down has rebooked their shows that were postponed for Bank of California Stadium with Korn, Helmet, and Russian Circles. Those shows are now taking place in early February. System of a Down has booked some additional headline tour dates leading up to those shows now with Helmet and Russian Circles in direct support. In a related note, Korn has booked a headline tour to take place after those shows. They're going to be supporting their brand new album, Requiem, and those tour dates will have direct support from Chevelle and Code Orange. Speaking of Code Orange has booked a headline tour of North America to take place after that Korn tour. You see a theme here. Direct support on the Code Orange tour will come from Loathe, Vended, and Dying Wish. All awesome bands. Sad news as Faith No More, who was originally supposed to be on those System of a Down and Korn shows, has canceled all of their tour dates for 2022. This is still stemming from Mike Patton having some personal and mental health issues and not being ready to get back out on the road. The band has canceled their entire Australia and New Zealand tour for this winter, as well as all of their summer, festival, and headline tour dates in Europe. Super sad stuff. We hope Mike gets well soon. We hope we get the band back eventually. Slipknot continues to grow their Knotfest brand as Knotfest Germany has been announced for next year. Slipknot will be joined by In Flames and Ghostmane, with many more artists to be announced. Rough news as Evanescence and Hailstorm have had to postpone the final 5 dates of their North American tour due to several members of the touring group coming down with COVID-19. Despite the bands taking every precaution and generally earning rave reviews everywhere, the tour is postponed. Those dates will be made up in early 2022. Melvins have booked 2 New Year's Eve shows to end the year in their former hometown of San Francisco. I might go see the show, it's gonna be rad. Direct support will come on those shows from The Side Eyes and Hepatitis. What an awesome name, Hepatitis, I wish I thought of that. Poison the Well had to postpone the final dates of their current North American tour due to some COVID concerns. Rough break for those guys, we're always looking forward to new Poison the Well shows and jams. Coheed and Cambria has announced the Great Destroyer Tour for next spring. Direct support on that tour will come from the super awesome Sheer Mag. Congratulations, Sheer Mag, for getting on such an awesome tour with Coheed. Metalcore band Beartooth have announced the second leg of their tour, supporting their recent album Below, out now on Red Bull Records. Direct support on that tour will come from punk legend Silverstein, The Devil Wears Prada, and Era. Primus will continue their amazing A Tribute to Kings, their Rush tribute tour into 2022. Direct support on those tour dates will come from Battles, The Black Angels, and Black Mountain, and other bands with black in the name, I guess. Get ready to get your senses destroyed! Shadows Fall is back this Saturday night, December 18th, in Worcester, Massachusetts, at the Palladium. The show is sold out. There have been limited tickets available, and scalp tickets are going for a lot of money, but if you're going to be in the building, it's going to be a killer time. Ghost Cult's going to be there with some of our staff. We're super pumped. Great to have the band back. The show opens at 5 with direct support from killer bands like Carnivora, Sworn Enemy, Within the Ruins, Unearth, and of course, Shadows Fall. Welcome back, brothers. And finally in the tour news, Jack White has announced the Supply Chain Issues Tour, supporting his 2 upcoming solo albums. The music news story of the week: John Schaefer of Iced Earth is among the 31 people named in a lawsuit by the District Attorney of Washington, D.C. as a result of the insurrection on the U.S. Capitol on January 6th. John is free out on his own recognizance after serving some time in jail after being arrested. John is also named along with members of the Proud Boys and the Oathbreakers, because John had claimed to be a member of the Oathbreakers, not the Proud Boys, but they're all being charged with crimes as a result of the Capitol siege. We'll bring you more news on this as it develops. In another story sweeping the web this week, Danny Carey of Tool, legendary drummer, was arrested at the airport in his hometown of Kansas City after he had an altercation with TSA. This news was spread all over by TMZ and other websites. We were sorry to see Danny get arrested. He seemed to be in some rough shape as he tussled with the cops and maybe resisted arrest a little bit. But we're hoping everything works out. Danny was released on his own recognizance on bail, and hopefully everything works out for Danny. Tool is supposed to kick off a new headline tour in just a few weeks. In an update to a story we brought you earlier this year, the ashes of late Children of Bodom and Bodom After Midnight frontman Alexi Laiho have finally been laid to rest following a dispute between Alexi's widow, Kelly Wright, and his ex-wife, Kimberly Goss. There was a big she said in the press over this, but fortunately it's been resolved and Alexi can rest in peace. We're still grieving the loss of this genius, melodic death metal master, such a crushing loss to the world of music. Rest in power, Alexi. It's Metallica Week in San Francisco as the band celebrates 40 years of Metallica with 2 headline shows at the Chase Center where the Golden State Warriors play. There are events all over the city, collaborative shows, a film festival, book signings, art gallery opening, all kinds of stuff, a block party. It's going to be wild, all on Metallica's own stomping grounds, the old hood, if you will. The band just announced a partnership with Amazon. You can now say, yeah! Play Metallica. You can now get Metallica on Amazon Music. You can live stream the Metallica 40th anniversary shows on Amazon Prime if you have Prime. And the band just also announced a huge deal with Triller.net. Triller.net puts on Versus and Fight Club and TrillerNet and Fight and all these other services. Metallica just did pay-per-view with Triller and Fight Club, so pretty interesting times to be in Metallica or to be a fan. Heavy rockers King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard, say that 5 times fast, King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard, have dropped a brand new live album live at Levitation Fest. One of their many live albums they've surprise dropped this year. The band is prolific. They're always putting out new music and cool stuff for the fans. You can get this right now at their website. Death metal legends Immolation have announced a brand new album, Acts of God, and the new single and video, Apostle, which you can watch right now. That album is also available for pre-orders from Nuclear Blast, and it comes out this winter. In a story we broke recently, Matt Pike has finally announced his debut solo album, Matt Pike vs. the Automaton. He dropped a new single and a video. He's got all kinds of guests on this album. It's exactly what he promised us in his recent interview with us. You can go check that out at the link above and support Mac. Pre-orders are live now for this album. Iron Maiden will drop brand new Funko Eddie Pop Rocks this winter. We're super stoked, as you can tell. We love Funko. There's always Funkos around here at Ghost Cult HQ. Drop a comment below if you want to see us unbox some shit like toys, gears, gadgets, and things. Rucker is a brand new horror film coming out soon, and you can catch the trailer, which features Slipknot's Corey Taylor and his wife Alicia Dove of the Cherry Bombs. Get hype, everybody! Voivod has announced a brand new album, Synchro Anarchy, and dropped a brand new single, Planet Eaters. Pre-orders are live right now. That album's coming out from Century Media early next year. Spacey Rockers Cloakroom have announced their brand new album, Dissolution Wave, is coming very soon from Relapse Records early next month, and it's going to be a banger. We heard the first single and lyric video for Lost Meaning, and pre-orders are live now. Napalm Death is having a huge year. They're out on tour right now with War and I Hate God. We just interviewed Barney Greenway all about it, and as he promised in that interview, we have new music to look forward to. They just dropped a new single, Narcissus, from their upcoming new mini album / EP, a continuation of their recent album out now on Century Media. The new EP is called Resentment Is Always Seismic, a final throw of throws, and you can check that out. The pre-orders are live as we speak. Black metal and synthwave legend Mortis has dropped a new EP, the Chris Brenna mixes. These really not new tracks, but new in this form and packaging as a standalone release. These are songs from The Great Corruptor that the great Chris Brenna has remixed, and you can get that now as a standalone record, streaming everywhere on most services, and with exclusive new artwork. British death metal legends Ingested have signed to Metal Blade Records, and they have announced they are working on a new album right now For 2022, Killswitch Engage have released a video for Us Against the World, their track from their recent live stream at the Worcester Palladium last summer. The band has also announced they're going to rebroadcast that live stream in January. If you haven't seen it, you can buy a ticket. If you bought a ticket, you can see it again free. And if you have a ticket to their 2022 tour, you can also watch it free. Just a fun fact, our own producer Omar Cordy worked on the camera crew for the live stream. Shout out to you, Omar. Death metal band Death on Fire have dropped a brand new single, Slave, from their upcoming album, Burial Hymns. We're super stoked on this. It's coming out next year. Whitechapel drummer Alex Rudinger has announced he has left the band after he seemingly just was announced to join the band. He'd been touring member of the band for a few years. They announced him in September as a permanent member. Alex has refuted all that information, saying he had already decided to leave the band and told them this. Some drama he said he'd rather not get into. Okay, Alex is a world-class drummer and we wish you the best. Whitechapel's killer. They have a recent album, Kin, that was brutal and awesome, made our list of top albums for this year. They are slated to open for Cannibal Corpse this spring. No word yet on who the replacement drummer is for the tour or when they will announce a permanent replacement. And now for the final New Music Friday of 2021. Take it away, Scott Summer with the voiceover.
And now for a look at some of the music on New Music Friday.
Behemoth, In Absentia Dei, Metal Blade Records, Charnel Altar, Abatement of the Sun, Blood Harvest, Mad Butcher, Metal Meat Re-Release, Dying Victims, Phenochrist, Explosions EP, Blood Harvest, Powerwolf, Blood of the Saints 10th Anniversary Edition, Metal Blade Records, and Shotgun Facelift, Dakota Blood Stampede.
And now for a look in our mailbag.
This week's mailbag, we got an awesome box in the mail from Boozwa. The Pennsylvania sludge doom band had a Black Friday sale. I couldn't resist. Let's see what's in the box. This time, the box is open, so I don't have to break it open on camera. Looking at you, producer Omar. It's a trucker hat. Surprise, surprise, surprise. Of course I got a new trucker hat. Maybe I'm a bird, you don't know. Boozwa, good shit, yo. Here's what else they sent me. This awesome high-quality Boozwa sticker and a rad pin for my battle vest. It's going right on it. Thanks, Boozwa. Keep your head up. Keep rocking. You made it to this part of the show, so you know what time it is. It's the end. GhostCultMan.com is a small business, and we really appreciate the support. So smash that like button, ding that notifications bell, and find out every time we post new content, at least 3 videos, every week. As we say every week at this juncture of the show, it's a tough time in the world. So please, take care of yourselves, take care of each other, and remember, cheer up, sleepy dream, what it is to mean to be a daydream believer and a homecoming queen.